Hey, what is up? I am Sidlak, and this is what happens when you get the Empowered Shrine.
Come get some. I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
And it got me thinking, how can I do the same and get even just a fraction of such amazing speed? Then I got into researching movement speed. Although there are still some data that I'm not quite sure about, I still got some good results. The first thing that you have to know about move speed is that it's divided into 3 parts. The first one is your base move speed, which caps at 20%. You can get these from your equipment, legendary gems, runes, and reliquary. The second part is the move speed from buffs, which caps at 50% and only get the highest value from all the buffs that you have. You can get these from your skills, equipment effects, legendary gem effects, and paragon effects. In the monk's case, we can only reach 40% move speed buffs with 0 downtime. So you add these two move speed together and we get a 60% move speed buff,
Quick math.
which is not bad at all. But it doesn't end there. You can have another way to increase your move speed, which is not obvious since it doesn't show in your stats, and that is your size. To increase your size, you can get it from the Brawler Paragon, Rugged Specialization. However, if you're open world farming, you would most likely prefer to use Vanquisher Paragon to increase your drop rate. So what can you do? The answer lies in your Warband's Remnants. In the Protector room, you can get this remnant called Shepherd's Burden, which increases your size by 15%. Increasing your size will also increase your range and the area of effect of your skills. Is that all?
No!
For this build, you'll have another source of additional move speed that we will discuss later.
Yeah, boy.
This is my build, but you're free to modify it however you like. First, set up your skills into something like this. All my skills are buff skills that deals damage around my character. This will make open world farming as easy as possible. Next is the essences. For Inner Sanctuary, I got Inner Flame for additional DPS and Respite Sai for the increased duration of Inner Sanctuary. If you have enough cooldown reduction and beneficial effect duration, you won't need Respite Sai anymore. You can swap these essence with either Thrumming Ferocity or Eye of the Storm. For 7-sided strike, you can get your maximum buff move speed just from Wind Child. You'll also need Leaping Shadow for the DPS and to have your Wind Child take effect. We have Califaction for Shield of Zen, another DPS essence. And finally, Cyclone Strike. You start off with Driven Thunder, which gives you the Boundless Breath to sustain your Cyclone Strike usage. However, do note that increasing your attack speed will also increase the consumption of your energy. But since this essence will recover your energy based on the distance you cover, this essence can offset a little bit of that energy cost. Path of the Storm to have your Vitus Urges take effect. Now you may ask, how about Terminal Pace? Well, sadly, that does not activate Vitus Urges effect. Now why would you want Vitus Urges effect anyway? That's because the helicopter is a channeling skill, and channeling skills animation becomes faster the more attack speed you have. And that is exactly what the 4 pieces of Vitus Urges are for. Do note, when building your character, there are 2 types of attack speed, the primary attack speed and the skill attack speed. If the description just says attack speed, it refers to both of them. But if it says primary attack speed, then it means for your primary attacks only, which doesn't affect the helicopter. However, if it says skill attack speed, then it would affect the helicopter. And that, my friends, is the other source of additional move speed that I was talking about earlier in the video. The increased attack speed is the reason why Empowered Shrine can increase your move speed to an insane level. However, this is also where my research have discrepancies. We now know that attack speed increases the helicopter's move speed, but my research also tells me that the attack speed can have a cap of 30%, which the Vitus Urges can reach. However, in my experience, the more attack speed I add, the faster I become, which might mean that 30% isn't actually the cap when it comes to channeling skills. On one hand, I couldn't tell anymore whether adding attack speed is increasing my move speed or not, but on the other hand, I haven't reached the Empowered Shrine move speed just yet. It can only mean two things. One, I have already hit the cap and the Empowered Shrine just goes beyond the cap. Or two, the attack speed increase has diminishing returns, which means the attack speed increase I get becomes lesser and lesser to the point of it being unnoticeable anymore. So in my build, I just keep adding as much attack speed as I can while not knowing whether I reach a cap or not. At this point, it's up to you how much attack speed you're going to add in your build and how much DPS you're willing to sacrifice for it. So let's continue with my build. Set equipment. As I have mentioned earlier, you'll need 4 sets of Vitus Urges. Aside from that, it's up to you to decide which one you'll get. I'm using Isatar for the 25% damage increase, even though the 30% move speed increase will be wasted. Other options that you can use are Banquet of Ice, Seeds of Sown Gold, and Angman's
Conflagration.
Next is your Paragon. For open world farming, I would recommend using Vanquisher with Treasure Find and Greed activated for the drop rate, Exorcism for the damage, Delaying the Inevitable for the kill streak timer, and finally Zeal for the attack speed. For other runs like dungeons or raid, you can get Roller and set it up to however you like as long as you include Rugged, which increases your size. Next is the Legendary Gems. There are a lot of legendary gems, so I'll just pick out the most important gems that I think you'll need. For 1-star gems, you'll have Trick Shot Gem to slow down the consumption of your helicopter's energy, Entropic Well for the increased damage and also for the skill attack speed. And the last 1-star gem is Blessed Pebble. It's for the increased duration of beneficial effects. For 2-star gems, you'll have Grim Rhythm for the attack speed increase. And finally, for the 5-star gems, you'll have Blood-Soaked Jade for the base move speed increase of 10%, Bottled Hope for the cooldown reduction, and finally, Wolf Hort for the attack speed increase. Now you don't have to use each gem that I mentioned here. They are only suggestions. It's still up to you how you mix and match each gem that will fit the build for your character. Next is runes. There are a couple of runes that increases move speed, and these are EC and Ast. And there are a few runes that increases your attack speed, and they are Im, Tyre, Oth, and Dao. And that's it. I hope you learned something from this video and made your character bigger and faster. But never forgetty, Mom Spaghetti, like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!